Hello and welcome to my makeup journey. Um, I don't know if there's a lot of similar stories out there for girls, but I didn't grow up in a very, just none of the women in my family have really used makeup to its full potential. We do the basics. We do foundation, eyeliner, and mascara. And that's about it. Well, I am obviously getting tired of just doing the bare minimum, and I just kind of have decided I want to stand out a little bit more and be more confident, especially at work. Like, I've always just wanted to be that, like, oh, my makeup's like super on point today. This is going to be awesome. Anyway, so this is what my face looks like once I step out of the shower. As you can tell, right now, being that it's February, my skin is super, super dry. Super dry. Like right now, I haven't even put any moisturizer on it. It feels awful. And you can kind of tell I have some stuff going on with my chin right now. Not really sure what's going on. I think it's a combination of dry skin and just, I don't even know. Like, look at that guy. Bleh. So anyway, obviously I'm fair. I'm very fair. I'm a natural redhead. Red hair runs on both sides of my family, my mom and dad. And my eyes are kind of like this, like hazel, like green on the outside and hazel near the, whatever that's called, pupil. Yeah. And anyway, a little bit of background also about me. I work in, I usually just say IT because it's easier to describe that. But I also, I kind of work with developers and all that stuff. That is a cat. She's on my lap right now. Put her down. Can you like stop bothering me real quick? Thank you. So anyway, I've never just I work in an industry that is not heavily populated by women. And so I've never really had a chance to ask like for makeup tips or anything like that at work. I don't know if I've just also never felt comfortable because that's kind of scary. We're going to go ahead and start with a little bit of moisturizer. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I usually do. I use the Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer with SPF 15. I actually just started using this. I used to use a Vino and it just wasn't cutting it like on my face. It just like my face would literally still be dry by noon, by lunchtime. So I'm going to give you guys one good look. You can kind of see like around my nose. Sorry, the camera quality is not that great and the lighting. This is very last minute. I just thought of doing this like 2 days ago. So anyway, and yeah, there's tails and cat ears and everything anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the moisturizer and I will be right back. So I put the moisturizer on my face and it looks already a lot better. Like it feels so much better. And I will go ahead and start kind of describing what the process I use to combat my dry skin because it is really bad right now. So bad, in fact, that I thought I could just wait it out because I'm kind of like trying to budget and like all that stuff right now. But I just reached a point where I was like, I can't do this. I cannot have this on my face and it's just flaking. Like my makeup by noon, guys, was done. It was like flaking and just like the chin was a mess. I just to the point where the boyfriend like noticed it too, and I was like, okay, I gotta do something about this. And so anyway, I went to Ulta Beauty store pretty close to me here in Kansas City and just kind of was just like, I just need help. I don't know what I'm doing. This is the first time for me that I'm ever doing anything like this. I just need help. And she was like, oh, you poor thing. Like, yeah, it was bad. And I went exactly like this so she could kind of see what I was working with, and she was awesome. Like, she's so cool. Anyway, she introduced me to this lovely product that I'm about to show you, and it has literally, like, I've used it 2 times, guys, and it's literally just like my skin looks so much more refreshed than it ever has been in the last like 3-4 months, probably even before that. So I'm going to show it to you guys right now. It is this Peter Thomas Roth Firm Peeling Gel. Sorry about the light reflection, but that's what it is. 3.4 fluid ounces, 100 mil, and she instructed me to only use this 3 times a week and then go down from there. Right now, because my dry skin is so bad, I've been using it like every other day. The exfoliators that I've tried, because I do have super sensitive fair skin, have like damage, like just my face will be red at the end of like any exfoliating. So I kind of stopped doing that. I just was using a cleanser. And it just obviously wasn't getting any of like the dry skin away. And then literally I put on like a smidge of this, and you just rub it into your face. And I rubbed it here, I rub it here, I rub it here, all over my chin. I'll post a recording sometime of my night routine when I do that, because it looks like, if you guys watch like the pimple, like the satisfying like videos and stuff like that, it's awesome. You'll love this. Okay, so and I only do that at night. So I do that at night before bed. So in the morning, my face is kind of like that blank, fresh skin canvas that I'm looking for. And then she introduced me to something that I literally never used in my life, because I just thought it was kind of like a fluff thing. You know, it was like, oh, that would be nice to have, but like nobody actually needs it, guys, especially for people with dry skin. You need primer in your life real bad. And she introduced me to the NARS Radiance Primer Broad Spectrum with SPF 35. Guys, I'm like gotten so much SPF on my face. It's going to look amazing. I want to be wrinkle-free. Anyway, this stuff really just makes it does make a huge difference. It makes my face look a lot more moisturized. If it makes it a lot more, the makeup like stands out a little bit more. It just makes it like look like my makeup is actual skin. So I will go ahead and pause this and put some on my face real quick. Oh, great. I got some in my hair. Oh, who cares? So this is when I started to experience some technical difficulties. For some reason, my audio got cut out from the video. So I'm really sorry, guys. We'll just continue from here for a little bit. I'm kind of going over the fact that I want to put the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer in, I think it was rose color, as for the back of my eyes. And first, of course, I'm clipping my hair back because I'm getting frustrated at that point with my hair. So we're going to be using the Putty Eye Primer on the eyes to create that kind of seamless look. You see it applied on my eyelids right now. I kind of heavily put it on. And then this is me kind of taking my fingers and smoothing out some of my foundation that I was using. I'm using NARS Mont Blanc Sheer Glow Light number 2. I'll have that below, and I'll be talking about more of that in some other videos. And I'll be moving on to some concealer soon, kind of smoothing out, getting that color, that bluish green color for my eyes needs to go. So I will be taking the NARS Vanilla Light number 2 Radiant Creamy Concealer. I am a really dead ringer for the number 2, the shade for that for my skin works really well. The lady at Ulta really helped pair me pretty good with that. So as you can see, I'm starting to apply the concealer as she taught me. Obviously, I'm making kind of a mess about it, but for being the first time doing something like this, you know, I got to give myself some grace here, and just kind of, it's a learning experience. You know, nothing's going to be perfect from the get-go, guys, unless you're just uber having an awesome, amazing hidden talent for applying makeup. So this is me kind of starting to spot check on my chin, the redness there. I have a lot of red on my chin right now. mostly from dry skin, and then I think I do have some hormonal acne around my chin. Kind of clears up mostly in the summer, but in the wintertime, it's definitely a lot worse. Um, and again, you can tell this shade really matches my skin tone. If you're kind of pale like me, but have that red undertone under the skin, I really think the NARS Light 2 works really well. Guys, I got my brush, so I'm going to just start kind of blending. Again, I'm sorry if I'm making some people like really nervous right now. This is my Kabuki brush that I'm telling you I use for everything. Like, it's sad, but I love this brush. Literally think this is like a Walmart brand that I picked up years ago, and it is my staple for now. You know, things change. Already I can just tell, like, oh my god, this actually looks just like my face. I just wanted something to even out the skin tone and the redness, and I'm telling you, ladies and gents, this may be it. Anyway, kind of blending in that concealer. Oh, hip. This is very unconventional. Okay. Obviously, that little guy there is still putting up a fight. Probably just put way too much on. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about him too much. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, like, as you can already tell, like, it just already looks so much better. And I probably could have blended this in, the concealer in, with my fingers too, now that I think about it. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so now we are gonna move on to some eyeshadow stuff. I know there's some sort of setting powder that she was talking to me about. That was kind of a thing that I forewent after I saw the bill of some of this makeup. So I will eventually go back and try to get some setting powder, just to kind of lock everything in. I do have some NYX set spray that I may use after this, just to kind of use as a substitute for now. But let's move on to the next thing. I think what I'm going to do next is my eyebrows. My eyebrows have been neglected for a really long time. I just always thought, you know, I mean, they're not, I don't think they're that bad. I mean, just having from the red hair, like, I've never worked on them. They've always just been there. I mean, until I really started getting mine, like, waxed and plucked and everything, you just haven't seen much love and care. And as soon as I started trying some of these new, like, makeup tutorials about girls and what they do with their eyebrows, I was like, oh, I'm very gentle. Yeah, there you go. It already looks filled in. I'm literally, guys, I haven't gone out and bought an actual eyebrow pencil or anything yet. I'm literally just using eyeshadow on my eyebrows. So yeah, this brush that I'm using is a really small little guy with like a flat tip. So, and then the eyeshadow that I'm using to put on my eyebrows is this. Whoops, sorry. Lamora Nudes Au Natural. Guys, I've had this for a really long time. But I really like it because it has all like the naturals and the nudes that I really like. I think it was just an Amazon purchase. I buy a lot of things on Amazon. And then I'm using the shade Adorable. It seems to really match my eyebrows pretty good. Yeah. And again, I need to go get them done. I just haven't. This is really weird doing on camera. Oh, yeah. I'm going a little cray-cray here. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't look that bad. I don't know. Looks like I have eyebrows. So, moving on to the next thing, I think I'm going to try to probably get some eyeshadow on, like I'm gonna actually work on the eyes. Now, as you can tell, and I did a lot of research on this yesterday, like YouTube, and I'll post the videos that I found that were the most interesting and that I'm gonna try to recreate the best I can here. But as you can tell, when I just like am natural and my eyes are like relaxed, I have very hooded eyes, like you can tell. So I was trying to find as many videos as I could with hooded, kind of like, I think I have a little bit of almond shaped eyes. I also think my eyes are kind of deep set. So I really have to make sure that I can lighten these up, like especially in here, because this can like get real dark real quick and then I just look like a raccoon. So, okay, I'm gonna start going ahead and getting my new brushes that I bought at Ulta the other day, specifically for, I bought a crease brush and I bought like an actual like blending brush. It's the e.l.f. brand, so it's not like super expensive, but it's just something I just wanted to try, and at least I got it. So I'll be right back. Guys, so we're going to be using this palette today. That's the NYX Professional, the Ultimate Shadow Palette, and it's the Smoky and Highlight palette. I picked this up. I probably have had I got this like around Christmas at Kohl's. I love Kohl's because of all the coupons that you can get. It was kind of a last minute purchase, but I really liked the colors. So I'm going to go ahead and that's what I'm going to use today. I'm going to go ahead and start working, I think, on just getting the base coat done. And I'm probably going to be using brushes that most people wouldn't use, but I was like, oh. This brush, guys, I've had for a really long time. This is kind of like my basic go-to backdrop. Like before, I've never used anything like eye putty primer before, so I would always put this on first. And my makeup, like I kept wondering why it never looked blended or like finished. And I really think it's because of the quality of brushes that I had. Again, like, you guys want to know my staple brushes? It was like these four were my brushes. This one I used a lot. This one I used a lot. And this angle brush I used a lot. So I'm kind of like trying to get my brush game a little bit, you know, just more knowledgeable. I always think that I'm always a big fan of like ways to improve, self-improvement. So I'm taking this kind of, I don't know if you can see it. This light's terrible. This color right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my crease.
which if I just kind of, oh dear God. I just kind of shoop, shoop. I think my crease has to be a little bit higher. And I really don't have a whole lot of lid space, I think. We'll be cleaning them up later. But this is the best way that I've found works best. That looks a lot better. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of putting that in the good old crease area. It's my transition color. Why does that look so much better than...
We'll fix it. So anyway, that's kind of like my crease color. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put on, I guess, I don't know, should I use that? I don't know. Because I need to have put a brush on the color of like here, 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 there. So I think what I'm gonna use is this brush, and I'm gonna try getting this kind of like this really pretty, whoop, like plum color. It's kind of like a sparkly, it's kind of like a metallic, like a little bit of metallic. I don't know, I think it is. Tap, 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 tap.
Okay. I think this color, I think this kind of plum color looks really good with my skin and hair. Obviously, this eye looks a little bit darker than this eye. I'll get that all evened out here one of these days. So then what I'm going to take is this brownish kind of color, and I'm going to smack that bad boy like pretty much all over the edge using like a flat tip brush to just give it that good powder on my face. Yeah, I saw a review about this, and that's what a lot of people said that they saw with this palette. It drops a lot of powder. That's fine with me. I definitely don't think I have enough purple kind of on this lid as I do with the other. I know it seems like the secret to like a smoky kind of eye is just layers on layers on layers. So that's kind of what we're going for. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm trying to do a smoky eye, which is probably a bit beyond my level. But, you know, you don't know what you can't do till you try. Okay, I'm going to take then this really pretty, like, it's kind of like it has like little bronze sparkles in it, but it's black. And put it over the brown that I've just used. And just kind of feel like I have a hair on my face. When I tried this yesterday, you guys, it obviously, good. There was stuff going on, like all the way up to my eyebrows. It was not good. And I've just realized that, especially with this smoky eye, I look a lot better when it's like just peeking above that crease zone. Yeah, it's gonna get cleaned up, so. And I'm gonna take this really pretty, like sparkly black. It almost has a little bit of silver in it, but I'm literally just gonna put that like on the top portion of the lid here, the middle portion, the top middle portion, just to yeah. Obviously, guys, it looks super dark on me right now. Okay. Okay, so that being done, I think I have kind of the colors that I'm going for. So I'm going to take this blending brush and literally just work all that in. So you can tell it's not the most cleanest smoky eye. You know what? This being the only, like, since this is like the only, what am I trying to say? This is the only like second time I've ever done anything like this. I think it's actually pretty darn good, and I'm okay with it. I know it doesn't look too great right now, but we still got work to do, y'all. This ain't done. Okay, so anyway, I think I'm pretty okay with that. Now, my problem is I think my eyes are a little downturned as well. I need to make sure that when I do put on makeup, it needs to be lifted. Like my eyes need to be, the powder and stuff needs to not go beyond my eyebrow line. Which actually I think it did a pretty fair good job, being that it is a smoky and I've still got other stuff and things to do. Like I'm going to put more highlighter under here. I'm going to kind of like smoke this out a little bit. I do not have false lashes right now. Did actually used to have my lashes done. I used to go in and get them, and I really, really miss those. Those were phenomenal. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and highlight, get that kind of like light back in my eyes. I know it looks really super dark right now. So I'm literally just going to take this pale, pale shade right here. And I am going to just kind of run it down. And I know some people have used, what have they used? They've used like concealer. Oh, Lord. Ah. Yeah. To kind of combat their like add that highlight under the brow. That's what I'm trying to say. Getting that deep kind of socket area right there. So then, actually, I think that turned out pretty okay. I feel like I still got some powder stuff. It's okay. You're not done yet. So that actually doesn't look too bad. And I don't even have eyeliner or anything on. And I'm not going to be looking like this the entire time. So I think what I'm going to kind of do is next I'm going to probably do a little bit more. I'm going to put on probably a little bit more concealer under my eyes. So what I've done now is I kind of went back and definitely did some more highlighting around under the brows. I think I got a little bit too much makeup going there because it was any bigger and like the smoky eye just starts looking just like I've been punched in the face. So I kind of removed some of that. Probably need to do a little bit more, but that's okay with me. One of the tricks of the trade is I've learned actually a while ago is white eyeliner really like helps me look like I'm awake, I'm just active. I'm not gonna put on a whole lot since this is a smoky eye. I barely like put anything on. It's just, I'm telling you, it adds like a little bit of, there we go. It just adds that little bit of lift that I really like in my eyes whenever I do anything really. It isn't much because this is the most I've ever done by far. So that being said, and I didn't actually end up putting more concealer on. It actually looked okay. I think it's literally just this lighting. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to blush, I think. Blush I typically always wear. I wore a Clinique brush for a really long time, blush for a really long time, and I really like it. I liked it so much. I mean, I used all of it. I was going to go out and buy some more, but then I found my friend at Ulta suggested this blush because I really wanted a blush for everyday wear. I wanted it just like for, didn't have to be anything and it went with it. Like I just wanted like a one for all, one size fits all blush. I know it's probably a lot to ask, but I feel like I do got a hair somewhere. This is the NARS blush in Dolce Vita. And it's this really pretty, just like, it really brings out more warmth in my face. Like right now without blush, I just look really just, you know, pale. So I'm just, again, using a cheap brush. Probably not even the correct one for blush, but you know, use what you got. Smile. Heh, 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 heh. Adds that little bit of warmth. And the other side. Smile, smile. I'm just kind of, yeah, just adds a little bit. You know, I don't put on a whole lot of blush, but it definitely helps. I mean, look at that. It just looks more finished. Okay, so now on to doing some highlighting. Again, something completely new for me. I did not do this previously. I'm going to use kind of basically the same brush, just the other side. This is just an old e.l.f. like, I don't even know what it is. It may have been highlighter at one point. I really don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and apply just on the top there. Give me that shimmering look. It kind of accentuates your, it's kind of like a dewiness. Yep, I'm really okay with that. Some here, not too much, or else I look oily. A little bit on the nose, down the chin. It just kind of gives you that shininess look. Do I use bronzer? No, not really. I'm really proud of my pale skin. I really like being pale. I know I can do browser if I want to, and maybe I will. Maybe in the summertime. I just have to be really careful with bronzer, or I just feel like I look dirty. I feel like it's not like a healthy glow. I feel like I just like took a mud bath and need to go shower. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with that. I think this is a really good like overall look every day, maybe. Maybe you can jazz it up a little bit. But I'm going to take a little bit of this and start getting that smoky kind of connection happening before I get my mascara on. If you're a redhead, you have to be super careful with this. Yeah, look at that. Otherwise, I look like I haven't had sleep. See, kind of like that. I literally just kind of take my fingers and just push up. Because I'm trying to not have my eyes look droopy. I actually think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to then put on some mascara, and I'll be doing that next year. Okay guys, so I went ahead and put on my mascara. Again, I'm not wearing falsies. I don't have any eyeliner on. This is just meant to be like something really low key that I can just literally step out and go do something in. Like just if I can go to work or whatever. I'm not really trying to jazz this up too much, but I'm just trying to get that smoky eye look without looking like a raccoon. And I'm just gonna put on some chapstick. Honestly, like that's really all I put on in the wintertime unless I'm going somewhere fancy. I just feel kind of that, just even some chapstick can give you that little extra shine. You don't need to go a whole lot crazy on the lips sometimes. Even though I like to. I really like bold reds. So I'll kind of release the beast here. For only having done this look 2 times, I can tell the eye putty is drastically going to be a game changer. It looks a lot more smooth. I could probably do with a bit more blending, but I'm pretty okay with it. And it's really hard to find something like a smoky eye for fair skin or redheads that just doesn't look like over the top, especially for hooded eyes. So I think this is about it. I think this is all I'm going to do. I think I'm going to set my face with a NYX setting spray. And I'm going to go hang out with my friends. We're going to go watch the Oscars tonight. Have kind of a little Oscars watch party. And yeah. Hair, I really don't do much with. This is natural drying. In fact, it's probably going to curl a lot more when I step outside because it's super humid out. But anyway, if you like my crazy adventures, please continue following. Next week, I was thinking about doing something like a cut crease. I'm going to try that for hooded eyes and see if I can find a shade like in fair skin that I really like, but actually I really like this as kind of like an everyday thing. I may jazz it up a little bit, like especially at nighttime, but thanks for watching.